Welcome to the 8th installment of Let's Get It On, another hard-earned victory. And this time we will enslave them all. As suspected, we didn't get the town, but let's focus on the positives. At least we got to keep all the slaves from the battle. So let's actually check how many slaves do we have. I think we check here, province details, slaves, 30% slaves, that's 3 in 10 people, quite a lot. Well, that's good, I think. Our king got another level up, and I think this time we will actually go for ferocious warrior, because I think he really proved himself, and because we are such prolific users of cavalry, I think we should pick up skilled cavalrymen. And let's go to war, and let's officially take Petrodava. I think this time we will actually face the king. I don't know if he's the original king or if the first guy, Dacius, was the king and he died, because I didn't check, but now he is the king, and somewhat of a cowardly king, because he didn't come to help the naked guy. He just stayed at home. So let's go and visit him. Well, it doesn't seem like we will have a lot of resistance. We have 1,000 men, the general is on foot, and he only has a few archers and some really resistant Dacian flaxmen. So it looks like we're down to Dacians fighting Dacians.
Since the Bastarnos were so superstitious, we decided to wait for a foggy evening to attack them. Worked like a charm, they thought we used magic and called the Feth Fiada to aid us, Stelu, astrologer to King Dotto.
King Aleknos, just by his name, he said most of the invaders were dead. Then they started showing up through the fog. We stood no chance. King Aleknos, just by his name, led us to a slaughter. I wish I knew where he was buried, so I called peace on his grave, former Bastarnos soldier, current quarry slave.
A very easy victory. This time again we will enslave them all. Oddly enough, we didn't take the town. We had to attack an empty town. I don't know if it's a new feature that they introduced in the patch, but this is the first time something like this ever happened to me. And this is the official end of the Bastarnos. Not much to say about the battle itself. We chose to attack them during the fog, because most of their fighters were archers, and we only lost 3 men. And we chose to occupy and not loot or raise, because we came to liberate Petrodava. First thing we should do is take the king outside of the town, so we won't stress the population too much. And now let's assess. Well, first thing I noticed that we have a need to not have another warrior lodge. Literally doesn't help us at all, so we will be dismantling that. It will give us some more money next turn. And let's check what kind of a province is Petrodava. Well, population wise, I think it's on par with Malva. Well, at least for now. I guess a lot of people will be migrating soon. I assume all the non-Dacians. There are at least 20,000 of these, and yeah, we're losing them by almost 800 a turn. Other than that, I don't think it's more or less exactly like Belendava. Stat-wise, minor differences. nothing really special about this place. But I am curious to see how many slaves do we have now? 43%. That's almost half the population. Not bad. And oh, empire maintenance starting to raise its ugly head. We should start addressing this. This is a nice mechanism that helps really big empires not to get too powerful. So if you don't keep an eye on this, you can really get into the ridiculous percentage that really stifles your economy. So yeah, there's that. Now the fun part of getting Rigozus married to former King Aleknos, current fertilizer, former wife, and let's see what he gets. And it looks like her name is Bendis. Okay, some jokes could be made there. Let's see, Bendis, what are you all about? She's histrionic, which really doesn't help us. It lowers empire maintenance and lowers loyalty and the chance of having children. She's an aristocrat and she thinks her husband is a drunk. Okay, these are all bad basically. And let's see what Rigozus thinks of her. Herdian wife. Not really sure what Herdian means, but this is kind of bad. They will never have children. But at least he gets a bonus to campaign map movement. Guess as an effort to get away from his horrible wife. And let's check our new neighbors, since we will probably want to send Bendis to check them out. So we have the Katayaroi. They are aggressive and devious. Ooh, not the best neighbors, but I think they like us because we took over the Bastarnos and they were at war with them. So I think these borders are kind of safe. And we have the Budini, the Germanic Budini. They are again aggressive and treacherous, but they are at war with their neighbors. So these are some really bad neighbors. Hopefully some of them like us and the others are occupied. Anyway, our mission statement will be to make Dacia great again. Basically to unite Dacia and Pannonia above everything else. So everything to the east, to this region, these are cursed centaur lands, and we would really like to avoid them, both from roleplay and both from a purely mechanical gameplay, because here there are a lot of people with horses and we are kind of vulnerable to people with horses. So yeah, I guess we will send her to the Drisians. Yeah, or maybe we should try and make contact with the Tribali, the Proto-Serbians, or whatever they are. They are also Dacians, I think. Yeah, so we might have good relations with them. Good luck. Even though it is too early for an actual vote on the matter, I think our next war target would be actually Sarmises Jetuza, since we gave them a year to have their war with the Scordicii, but they just stare at each other across the forest. No one moved an army anywhere. And I think there's a consensus that Dacia should be united under one rule, even though that means we will go to war with our brethren, the Apulii. but I don't think anyone actually likes them, since they are treacherous. So most likely we will go to war with them. We'll just have to decide from which side, from here or keep marching from there. And for that we should try to recruit somewhat of a better army. I think the first thing we will do is unite some of the Malva lines. We will merge two of the simple levy units and actually recruit more professional spear unit to actually hold the center. And I actually also wanted to recruit an X unit, but since we sent the lady Bendis on a mission, we can't do that. So we will wait for next turn. Well, this is unexpected and quite horrible news for us. The Getae declared war on us, and we heard rumors about them. They're not human, they are Scythians. Their women hug horses and give birth to centaurs, half man, half horse hybrids. So imagine this situation. Just as the wedding celebration between Riguzus Wormtongue and Bendis is over, a messenger on horse arrives with a parchment. Riguzus takes it and reads it, proclaiming, "Ah, good, our neighbors heard of our plight and offer us free access as a gift for my wedding." Everybody cheers until Stelu, the royal astrologer, takes the parchment and starts reading. Your lordship, they did not offer us free axe. They offered to axe us for free. This is a declaration of war. And welcome to the lovely winter of 276, where we can choose if we want cheaper horsemen or more experienced horsemen. I think even though we don't really have money, we will go with the experience. And it looks like Bendis came from the Tribali and they also hit her. Okay, seems only our queen can make friends. So this is kind of bad first encounter with the Tribali. Well, she is a horrible woman. I probably shouldn't have sent her, but at least she leveled up. And speaking of level up, Poros leveled up. We should check that out. Well, it seems like our champion, the Urpana, got a lovely dog. Woof woof. Well, first things first, we should level up Poros, the same line as any other governor, capable bureaucrat, and some much needed farming reforms. And I guess we also got a trophy hunter, so let's just give it to him. Another interesting thing that happened is that we got a shield bearer just after the big fight, the second big fight with the naked man. I guess we learned that armor is better. You really shouldn't fight naked. So we will give it to King Dotos, and we will give Riguzus astrologer, since he will take a more defensive position against the Tiaroi. Because these are not lands that we really want to hold, because we will basically have to fight the Scythians, and we don't really want to fight the Scythians and the Roxolani that are in the area. So we will just wait for them to come to us and station I guess the king for now, until we can afford a better army, and then Riguzus Wormtongue. We'll just live here and hopefully do his thing when if the Ka-Teoria actually show up. I'm pretty sure they will, but hopefully we will be prepared. We should actually move the army inside Petrodava for better replenishment and build another quarry here. And I think we should just also recall our spy. I think if we travel through our land, he will travel faster, and just to keep an eye on what they are doing, because it doesn't seem that a lot of anything is happening in this war. Welcome to the spring of 276. It's a new day for me, and I feel slightly better, so hopefully I won't be Darth Vadering all over the place. So I will be moving the spy, because we want to spy on the horse people that declared war on us. And we will also move the army close to the border and recruit an axeman. And we've done that because in our headcanon the king is going to petition the people of Sarmisegetusa. Oh my god, there are quite a lot of them. A whole stack, and the city garrison, and an actual city garrison, 17 units. We might need some help with this. So in our headcanon the king is going to petition for help against the horse people from the east, and he might just need to use force in order to make the Apulii comply. So he is camping his army next to the border, and since we might need to use force, I think we will also move Don Scorleone towards the border, because who knows what will happen next turn. We might just need one extra unit. And since we are saving money to get Rigozus his own command, we won't be sending any of our women to get beaten by our neighbors, at least for now. Well, this happened. The Apulii showed up with an army, a full stack. We can at least see them. It's only infantry, mostly Carpi swordmen, and some levies, some youths, and a unit of archers, and one folksman, and I think the king himself. Yes, so this is like a summit of kings, where our king makes his demands, like unreasonable demands, because he wants this fight. He's like, all of the Dacians are now harassed by the horse people who will come for us if you don't aid us. And the other king is like, I will aid you. What exactly do you need? Here, I'm here with an army. And he's like, no, I want you to swear allegiance to me, so we will be one unified army, one unified country, kingdom. King Blaikissa is like, no, this is totally unreasonable. So, okay, unreasonable? You want unreasonable? This means war.
Welcome. We will talk and then we will feed.
Well, we will not talk.
We will walk the warrior's road together then. At its end stands your funeral pyre. I will bring the torch.
Well, if only you weren't treacherous, maybe we would try to confederate with you, but we know what you're all about. So let's move our spy, and before we attack, we should also move our ace in the hole, Don Scorleone, to assume his position.
Your next command?
And we should also recruit, finally give Rigozus his own command. We saved up some money so you can have the super duper horse archer unit, because we get them with extra experience because of the event. I think this is the last turn that we still have that buff. You won't be able to participate, but at least we will have. Last thing we should do before actually fighting is level up the Urpana, and I think I will just give her Paragon. And this means war. This we are outnumbered 2 to 1. Roughly 4,000 against 2,000. Oof. Well, this is a war summit gone bad. Let's see what the enemy king is all about. I think he is almost like us, only slightly worse. So yeah, this is gonna be another epic fight. See you during the fight!